Good morning, happy Tuesday. I think it's about 9:30 or so. I want to head down to the Starbucks and get some work done, like just focused in my element before I head into the office. I have a call at noon, that's just like a virtual call, and then I have, or like a meeting, you know what I mean? But then I have a 2 p.m. in-person meeting, which is the reason I'm here. So I just want to head to the Starbucks and like get my peppermint hot cocoa and like zone in and get some work done on my own, and then I'll head into the office where I can be easily distracted by my coworkers and like just wanting to talk and stuff with them. So I think that would be the most like beneficial and productive for me. But I didn't do any reading last night. I actually decided to spend time editing the weekly vlog because I was realizing with like the timing of flying and how long I need to export the video and I need to post it to Patreon for early access, I was like, oh my god, wait, babes, you need to like edit that video. And so I spent like 45, maybe an hour 15, I can't remember, about an hour of editing last night on that, and I got nearly everything done. Now it's like all the final touches that I do on the like B-roll kind of thing. So I've edited all of the like voice clips, I've edited down all of the B-roll, but then I like do the text over it and the over underlays, all the things, and so I need to do that. So yeah, that's kind of what I did last night instead of starting a new book. But I don't think I have it out here. My Kindle's in my room. But I think I'm going to start the Temptation of Magic. I wanted to start that in the next week, but I was waiting on the ebook to come in, and it came in last night. And so I just didn't think it was an option for me to start last night, but I only have the audiobook for 5 more days. And so I think I need to prioritize reading that one first, and then I want to start the Night Hunt. And so that's kind of where I'm at with reading right now. And so I do hope to start that today. We'll see. I don't know. But I feel pretty good about like where I'm at with reading. And like emotionally, like I want to read, I'm excited to read. I have a plane ride tomorrow that's like 6-7 hours of just flights, and then obviously you have like layovers, you have time, you're just waiting at the airport. So I feel like tomorrow I can get a lot of reading done, which makes me just excited. But yeah, okay, that's all I wanted to share with you guys. I don't know what today is gonna bring, so I'll probably take a little bit of clips at Starbucks or something, but otherwise I'm going to be in the office. I don't know if there's any plans to go anywhere after our meetings or anything like that, and so we'll see. I will just see you guys and talk with you whenever I get back. Okay, I have no idea how like loud it is right now. Honestly, this lighting I know is also pretty rough, but I just got back from the office. It's about 6:15, I think. We went and we got like, well, they got some drinks. I got a little like half dinner sort of thing. I also have my leftovers from lunch in the fridge, but I desperately just want to take off these clothes and take a shower and just like have fresh hair. So that's what I'm gonna do. I also have my clothes going in the dryer right now, so it's just loud all around. But I wanted to say hello, hi. I'm back at the Airbnb. We'll have the rest of the evening to myself. I have one work thing that I need to do, but other than that, I just want to pop on some YouTube and start the Temptation of Magic. So I'm excited. Hello. Hi. It has been several hours since we last talked, but I can't remember what the last update even was. Like that I got home, maybe that I was gonna like shower and stuff and just feel clean. So I did that. I mean, I brushed my hair when I got out, but I didn't do anything after that. And so I've just been like laying on it, chilling on it. I feel like there's these like random wavy moments. That's not ideal, but it felt so good to just wash my hair. And then I finished edits on the weekly vlog. So that is currently exporting. I'm hoping there's no issues with it. It just exports overnight or whatever. And then in the morning, like whenever I wake up, like my computer can just be put away, but we'll see. It ended up being about an hour and 40 minutes. So I feel pretty good about that, considering I was very much out of my routine and like not at home. And it's definitely something where I just can't, like, I don't know, sit and talk as much. But I mean, an hour 40 minutes is still a long time. Like, do not get me wrong. Like, that's still a very long video. but I would love my weekly vlogs to be like at minimum 2 hours. Like on a bad week, 2 hours. On a great week, 3. You know what I mean? Anyways, I finished edits on that, got that exporting, just kind of watched YouTube a little bit, and then I started my next book. Okay, I need to like shift this down. I don't know. I started my next book. I am reading The Temptation of Magic. Let me confirm that. The Temptation of Magic. So I have the ebook from the library and the audiobook from the library. So I started out just reading it, but I found myself like just kind of tired. Like it was late, it was like 9 p.m. when I was starting this. So I was like, okay, I don't want to have to use all my brain power to just physically read this right now. So I got out the audiobook as well, and I had that playing while I was physically reading alongside. So I read about 15%. I'm on chapters, was it 7? Chapter 7. So it's dual POV. And this world, it says, like, if you love, it's for fans of A Discovery of Witches and Serpent and Dove. I have read the first book in A Discovery of Witches. It's like this, like, dark academia with, like, creatures as in, like, vampires, witches, and all of that in your everyday civilization. But because of the academic setting, you know, it's not like, oh, let me run to the Starbucks down the street, like in New York City. Like that's just like not the vibe of it. It really is feeling similar to A Discovery of Witches at this point, and I can't compare it to Serpent and Dove because I just haven't read that yet. But I definitely like get a similar vibe and like how the writing is and like how it's taken off so far. From what I understand, our main character, Nicole, she and her family are kind of in hiding right now. And they have been for, I don't know, several years, a decade or so, because they are Imperials. And in this world, Imperials are recruited by this organization to basically have those Imperials hunt and kill for them. And if they don't like agree to this or like come willingly, then they're killed. Yeah. I think it's called like the Wake is what like the Wake Council. And so the Imperials and it's like every creature around them like live in secret amongst like us everyday humans. So they're trying to blend in like that. And what is it? Hold on. I just want to make sure like the synopsis was actually quite long, but I don't need to say all of it, but I want to give you kind of the vibe, but also make sure I don't, you know, like say something I shouldn't. So, I've been hiding. Shapeshift, cool. So, yes, it says in the beginning, like, her mother was killed. Like, that is the prologue. Her mother was killed by the Imperials because her mother resisted joining them to just hunt and kill for them. So it says Nicole is close to uncovering a secret message hidden in a supernatural art collection, a message from her mother about how to destroy the Wake for good. But the person that was holding, like this says it here, the person that was like holding this art for her, the collector, was murdered. Beginning of this book, like she's murdered, and the entire point is that her and our main male character, who is an Imperial, have to team up together to find out like who murdered the collector along with who stole the painting that she needs to get her secret message. So you have like this romance that is going to happen of like a forbidden love because he cannot find out that she's also an Imperial, but like obviously they're going to go on this quest together and like have feelings for each other and like all the things. So like he's born and raised, so to speak, to hunt and kill people like her that would, you know, betray her duty, and she is kind of born and raised to fear her life in the hands of Imperials. And so, yikes, that'll be fun. I think his name is Kian, like Kyan, but like I would say Kyan, but the audiobook pronounces it Kian, I believe. Pretty either way. So we get dual POV of that, and they've just met for the first time, and now I'm just very tired and I want to go to bed. It's a little after 10, like it's not late by any means. It's currently 10:30, but I am like, I just did my skincare and I'm just like letting it set a little bit, and then I'm just gonna knock out. So I do fly out tomorrow. I board at 12. I was like just looking at this. I was like, babes, when do you leave tomorrow? So I board at, I knew it wasn't an early flight, okay? Like, don't get me wrong. I wasn't crazy. Like, oh, do I have to fly out at 6 a.m. and I haven't packed? Like, no, I knew it was like noon or later, but I was like, is it more noon or is it more like 1? I didn't quite remember that. So I board at 12. So I want to be there at 11, which means I need to leave here at 10:30. Anyone else like that? You do backwards math. I'll be like, when do you need to leave? I'm like, okay, well, first of all, you're asking the wrong question, because we need to start with when does my flight leave, to then when does my flight board, to then when do I want to be there, to then when do I need to leave. You know what I mean? Anyways, I need to leave here at 10:30. So I set an alarm for 9:30. By some miracle, I don't wake up before then, but I anticipate waking up before then. And then I'm going to pack in the morning. So my laundry finished, it's out. It will not take me long to pack, especially when you don't really care too much about like what things are like on the way back. I'm like 99% of my clothes are clean. Clothes that are dirty, I have a bag to kind of like separate them. And then I just need to make sure things are like well distributed, because I wasn't near the weight on any of the bags. So as long as I keep that up with this, I will be fine on my flight back. But yeah, that's my update. Oh my God, 8.5 minutes. I mean, are we on our way to another 3-hour vlog? My goodness. No, we're not, because I've already vlogged 2 days and I haven't been able to talk that much to you guys. But really liking this next book. I say really liking, like, I'm intrigued at this point. The audiobook was definitely helping me because I was definitely tired. But I'm like, okay, like, I'm interested to see how this is going, because my friend that just read this before me, I like sent it to her because I saw like fans of A Discovery of Witches, and she loves that series and wants me to finish it so freaking bad, which I want to continue it. I just haven't, because there's so many books out there. But I sent it to her, and she immediately like checked it out from Libby, and she finished it, and I was like, okay, well, like, what'd you think? And she said like the first half was like a bit slower, like she wasn't uninterested, but it's not like she was like all that interested. And the second half really picked up for her, and like the last quarter or so like was the best part. And so very excited, because this is going to be like a series, and I'm just curious, I guess, how this is gonna like, I guess, progress based on like what she was saying. But like, I'm interested in it at this point. Yeah, it's nothing like special, but also our 2 main characters have just met for the first time, so I'm like not having any intrigue with them yet. That usually like spikes an interest in a book for me. Then I'm like, oh, like what's the next like romance kind of part gonna be? But the actual like plot of this romantasy, if you will, is also interesting, with like how these two are gonna have to work together to find the paintings. The way they talk about art is very interesting in here, as well as like these pieces that we are familiar with in our human life. Like, if they were painted by a creature, then there can be like hidden things in it that only other like creatures can see, only maybe the artist can see. Creatures in the painting are sometimes hidden from just regular human people looking at it. And so it was just a very cool concept to like think about in a magic world, and kind of like how people like that could be living amongst us, and like what could that look like in our everyday. And like, I like this, but I like things in an academic setting, living in the United States. Babes, I don't want to read about them in New York City. I do not want to read about them in Boston. Like, I love it when we are put into like an England town or something. Like, they're at this English school, you know, like that's what I need. And like, that's kind of the vibe that we get here. So I like that. I swear, guys, anytime I pick up a fantasy book and it's like, we are in modern day Boston, I'm like, oh, don't need to read anymore. Put it back on the shelf. Like, that is not for me. Not for me. Okay, good night. I will see you in the morning when we're packing, and maybe probably getting a peppermint hot chocolate in the morning. I don't know, but Nonetheless, I will see you in the morning. Good morning, happy Wednesday. I think it's about 8:15 or so. I struggled to get out of bed this morning because, mind you, I woke up not that long ago, but I struggled because it was so cold in here, and I was like, I just want to stay in bed under these covers. And so I got up, put on a sweatshirt, and then I just put the clothes, like the set that I want to wear for the travel day, I put them in the dryer so they could just be on heat for the next like 10 minutes, and then I'm going to put them on. And we're going to go to Starbucks though to get a peppermint hot chocolate, I think. Just to like go down, grab that, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna get to packing. So I'm glad that I woke up before 9:30, which is gonna be my like last resort alarm. My last resort alarm. But I'm glad to wake up now, and then yeah, I'll just go ahead and get packing, and we'll probably just head to the airport whenever I'm done packing. If it's 10:30, the last like chance I want to leave, then it's 10:30. But if it's 9:30, like whatever it is, we'll just head over. That way we're just there. I don't really have to think about it. But yeah. Okay. Let's go. I just got back from Starbucks. I also changed into some comfy clothes. I had to change out of the set that my mom got me for Christmas. We're gonna have to like return it. She got it from Amazon. But when I washed it, it like just shrunk a little bit. But now the pant legs are just like short unless you want to wear them like at or like a little below, like a low waist vibe, which no. So I'm gonna message her today to see if she can get me the like return code and I can just return it. But I really need to get to packing, so I have all my suitcases out and then my clothes and everything are scattered. I just did all the bathroom stuff, so that way I just have like everything I know needs to go in a suitcase is in here. So I'm just going to pack real quick. I don't want to do the time lapse and figure out all the good angles and everything. Like I just want to get this done and be done with it. You guys, I'm home, and as you saw, I immediately had to just like plop down on the couch. I have reading updates, I have thoughts, I have opinions, all the things, but I ordered Taco Bell immediately. I'm gonna eat this, I'm gonna watch some YouTube. I may chat with you guys tonight, but I may just knock out because it's currently 7:45, but my body thinks it's nearly 11. So I'm feeling tired. I just know I need to eat substance. And Taco Bell sounded lovely. So I'm gonna eat this, and then most likely I will just see you guys in the morning and I can give you updates on the book that I finished and the book that I'm currently reading. Good morning, happy Thursday. I just feel so happy to be home. I just feel so happy to be back with my Christmas tree in my lovely home with my couch. I slept fantastic. You guys, I woke up at 6:45, which would have been 9:45 in D.C., but I was asleep by like 11, I think. No, way earlier than that. I was asleep by like 10. Like, your girl's knocked. She was tired. And so just thinking about that, yeah. No, like, honestly, guys, I kid you not, it could have been 9. Now that I think about it, it could have been I was asleep by 9 because my body was like, babes, it's midnight, let's go to bed, you know, like in my body clock kind of thing. Yeah, no, I was actually asleep really early. Like, I was out here and I ate my food and I was like, oh, Mike, maybe I should like finish out the YouTube video. No, I turned it off. Like, I turned it off immediately once I finished eating because I was just like hit with the wall of exhaustion. So why are we honking? I slept great though. Like, yeah, no, I slept so good. I was knocked. And so when I think about like sleeping in until 9:45 when I was waking up by like 8 back at the Airbnb, like local time, so it'd be like 5 here. I'm like, oh no, you slept in because you needed sleep. So that just felt great. I am going to be working today and tomorrow. Relatively full days. I don't know how much I want to be in the office versus just working from home, but I want to go. I have $4.65 left on my Starbucks app from being in DC, and I want to spend $4.15 getting my hot cocoa. I may bump it up to a venti if it's under that $4.65. I want to say it's $4.55 to get a venti. Maybe worth it. Maybe worth it. So I want to go do that just to like get up, get out of the house, and then we're going to come back here. I'm going to do some work on my computer. I think. I'm just trying to think it all through, but I think I want to just like, yeah, log in and do some stuff, and then take like some breaks, maybe go into the office in the afternoon. I think I have some stuff there. Like I had some packages that were delivered when I was away, and so I asked one of my coworkers if they could just like pick them up on their way to the office. That's, you know, 5 minutes from me. And I'm like, can you please, like, it's on your way, like, can you pick it up and just put it in my office? And so I think I have some stuff there that I'd rather just make sure I go and get. So that's kind of where I'm at with things. But yeah, 8 o'clock now. Let's go get our peppermint hot chocolate. Listen, like the lighting is what it is, but I just got done dropping off my 2 library books. It's currently 10:40. I need to be back home in 20 minutes, so I just ran to Target. We're about to go in. I'm gonna get some basics. I just don't have milk. I don't have anything to make a cohesive anything. So I've had hot cocoa today and I'm hungry. So I just want to run in and get a couple things. Please do not fall. Oh, it might fall. Okay, I am back from Target. I checked some more work stuff. I'm gonna be honest. I just feel like, not like feel like I'm sick, but I just like mentally, like looking at this, I'm like, oof, I just don't feel good. So I want to go ahead and change. Maybe just put on like a cute sweater. Maybe put on some moisturizer, find whichever bag that's in. Because when I tell you guys, I have a spare toothbrush in my bathroom. I was not digging for toothbrush and toothpaste last night. I'm like, I don't know what luggage that's in. I'm not going to figure that out. So like, I haven't unpacked anything. I think I'm mentally feeling a little bleh because I'm looking around at my space and it just feels a bit cluttered right now. My room, I did open up both suitcases this morning. That's overwhelming. And so I kind of just want to do like a power clean organize sesh. I'm at a good stopping point with work. I have a meeting in like an hour and a half, so it's like I have time. I just checked through everything. So I just want to spend like, I don't know, even just 15 minutes, see what I can do in 15 minutes, like for myself and my space, because right now I don't like it. I don't like looking around and just feeling whatever it is that I'm feeling. So let's do that. So the first step was just changing out of what I wore to bed. Yeah, that was just step one, you know, at 11:30 or whatever time it is. But I put on a cozy sweater. I have on some yoga pants, and now I want to tackle my room first because I know that if this is clean, I'm gonna feel so much better. Just because I'm looking at my luggage, I'm looking at my unmade bed, like. So I just put on a Swoop video. If you guys love like true crime, you love like the documentaries, all the things, I love Swoop over here on YouTube. She does like true crime, she does problematic people, like she does these deep dive stories that are anywhere from like an hour to 3 hour long video, like documentary style. It's just so fun to watch. I say fun, like it's entertaining, it's well done, and informative if I care about the people. So this one is The Downfall of Micah Stouffer. I don't know who that is, but it's the Worst Family channel. So excited to find out what that's about, but she's just entertaining to me, and I love the way she tells a story. And yeah, so I want to watch her video, and yeah. I have finished cleaning up. Also, brushed my hair for the first time. Miracles do happen. But it feels so good to just have my room cleared up and like everything put away, because I was able to do laundry. I only had a few items that were actually dirty. Otherwise, it's just like put everything up. So that felt really nice, and just having my bed made and everything. I now need to go out to the living room. And I just don't want to, because I'm fully aware that like my kitchen mainly is like just cluttered, and I put stuff that I knew like need to be put out in the kitchen area, like in the pantry or taken downstairs. Like I knew I had to put everything out there that needed, so it just has even more now. I know it's supposed to get worse before it gets better, but it sucks. Okay, yeah, let's move on into the whatever you call it, the living room area. I'm gonna switch to turn off this TV, Swoop's video, so I can turn it on out there, and then we will continue on with this journey. Okay, what? Here we go. There we go. Do you ever like feel loose hair and you're like, where are you? Okay, well, I don't know. Wait, you guys, before we go and clean more, because who wants to do that? Sorry, okay, I got a package in the mail, and I can't show you the front because that has my address, but it's from Penguin Random House. It's like an oddly shaped, 2 twins, an unbroken bond, a truth unspoken. Now, I can't remember what the synopsis was for like the Sea of Unspoken, like the new, same author as the Making of June Farrow. I'm blanking on it, but like a Sea of Unspoken thing, like that unspoken sea. You guys know what I'm talking about. The word unspoken makes you think like, is this like a final copy of that? I don't know what this book is. I don't remember like getting an email like asking for something. I don't remember what like arcs I've potentially requested. Oh, candle! Candle! Smells like clear minds and awakened spirits. Green tea and lemongrass. Oh, that smells like fresh. Like this would be a good like bath time candle. Okay. And I love like a cute little small one. I love putting those like next to my bed. Yes, it's a vinyl copy! Oh, and a bookmark. It's just like a nice simple leather one. I like that. Oh my gosh. A final copy, A Sea of Unspoken Things. Okay, wait, so there's 2 twins, an unbroken bond, and a truth unspoken. The more you know. Honestly, quite a short book, like when you look at it like this. But, dear reader, complimentary copy of this. Yes, 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 yes. In this captivating and atmospheric novel, James is forced to return to her secluded hometown in the forests of California. Whoa. Okay. After her twin brother Johnny's mysterious death in a tragic accident. Johnny. Confronting the ominous events of her past and Micah, the only man she has ever loved, James begins to unravel the truth behind Johnny's death. But are some secrets better left unspoken? And the candles from Anecdote Candles. So, custom coconut soy wax blend to create a clear burn and powerful scent through Every anecdote candle inspired by personal recollections and cultural trends designed to remind us of stories worth telling. I like that. But that is unexpected. I did not expect to get this, so that's exciting. Maybe I can give away the like ARC copy. It's not like I need two. This comes out January 7th, so I definitely want to read it before then. It is on my list to read before then. I just need to get to it, and I plan to get to it in the next 2 weeks. Like, in the back of my head, I always knew like I was not reading it far in advance, but well, that was fun. Okay, now let's go clean. We are done. We have had our meeting. We have finished cleaning. I feel unstoppable, if I'm honest. I just feel good. I had some packages get delivered. One is, I believe, a gift from my mom. She's like, I'm gonna still be sending you stuff. She's sending me like a larger package with like some stuff that she knew she wanted to mail to me for Christmas. But then she's like, there's some random things that I've ordered since then, and they're just gonna be delivered to your house. And so one of them came from Amazon. I was like, I knew I ordered something, which was a protective, like, screen protector for my Kindle, and then she sent me something that came in a box, and I was like, what I ordered definitely didn't come in a box. So I also had like a clear, like, it was very clear that the second package was like those things. So I was like, oh, okay, Mom, I think this is from you. And then I went on and quickly did a last minute gift shopping that I need to get my cousin. I was struggling on what to get him because I wanted to get him a Lego set. It didn't work out. And then I was like, okay, well, I know that he likes Dungeons and Dragons is like another thing that his mom was like, this is like something he's into right now. And so I saw that they had these Dungeon and Dragons like Lego figurines, and so I thought like that could be kind of cool to like have on if he has like a desk or any bookshelves or nightstands, things like that he kind of just like set up. So I just sent that to my mom's address, and that will get there on Saturday. I also sent her something small, just some like, it's a candle wick trimmer. I don't know if my brother and them like got her that, but it's such a cheap little gift. Now, I feel like Amazon's going to ship them together, which makes sense, but she's just going to like have to open that sooner, and she's going to know that that's something I sent her. So that kind of sucks, but it is what it is. I'm trying to think if there's anything else, but no, my space is clean. I want to wash my hair, but I don't know if I want to do, I mean, I'd probably feel good if I did that right now. And I could just throw back on these clothes because I've worn them for 1 hour. It's just my hair feels a little, ugh, and I want to use my shampoo that's meant to help, like, my scalp and everything. So I'm thinking I should do that. But nonetheless, I feel just so good to have my space, like, cleaned up. I have the dishwasher going. I'm sure you could hear that, but, yep. That is my update for now. I know I still need to update you guys with my reading updates and everything, but I just haven't because other tasks have been on my mind, like the fact that I still need to make my thumbnail for the weekly vlog tomorrow, and I had planned on starting the Patreon exclusive video today. So I need to intro that video and do the reading for that video. I need to start the like random number generator because how many pages I read for X amount of days, I have no idea. So I need to start that today. Yeah, so I'm going to work on all of that, and we will reconvene probably when I'm done like with work and being on the clock there, and then I can give you a little update and catch you up on all the things. Okay, it has been a while. I don't know the last time we talked, but I've showered. I've been doing more work stuff. That's it. Now I was at a stopping point and I was doing a little more reading. I introed the Patreon vlog. And yeah, okay, now we're here. I want to give you guys my reading updates. Finally, we are here. Okay, yesterday on the plane, I would show you, but I've already returned all copies ahead of it, but I finished The Temptation of Magic. I really enjoyed it. Did I have I don't know if I give a rating on it. I want to say, like on Goodreads, I don't know if I already like put out stuff about it, but to me, I'm feeling like a 4.25, 4.5 kind of vibe. Like I really enjoyed it. I think I enjoyed like the depth more than I've given like 4 stars. So like I know that I want to give it more than a 4-star. So I'm thinking like a 4.5 probably. It definitely reminds me of A Discovery of Witches. So if you've read that series, I've only read the first book, but like the vibe, the feelings I have, and like the kind of depth of the character so far and kind of like how they're interacting, like I just really like that, and I can see the comparison. Not with like the plot, but more just like the feeling. And so I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed our main characters. I really enjoyed the scenery. I enjoyed the plot line so far. Like, it is the first book in a series, so like you're not gonna have all the questions answered. You're not gonna have, you know, like everything figured out. But I feel like the way that they ended the book sets up for a series really well. I don't know if it's supposed to be a trilogy, a series, a duology. Like, I haven't looked into that. But this book just came out, so I expect book 2 wouldn't come out for a year. Like, it'll be a while. So we have time to reread it if we need, all of that. I really appreciated the romance in it. Oh, did I appreciate the romance in it? I was reading that on the plane, and I was like, 1, I hope no one else can read my screen right now, but 2, this is so good. Like, there was spice, but I would say as someone that like is fine with spice in books but doesn't want that to be a focus, this was done perfectly in my opinion. Like, the touch of it in there, it was not something that's like all up in there. It's definitely slow burn. You have just our characters like having to go against what they believe is like wrong and like what shouldn't even be possible, and like it is a forbidden love feeling. I mean, hello, the entire plot is the fact that she is an Imperial kind of in hiding, and he is an Imperial that is sworn to kill any Imperial that hasn't sworn to the Wake. I don't know, institution's not like the Wake is what the foundation is called, that Imperials swear to hunt for them. And I don't know if I ever said it in here because I don't know how much we gotta talk about it, but like they're doing like the bidding of killing people, but they're only killing people that have like decided to kill, so that hopefully they prevent that person from killing someone. But the moment they can like smell the scent of someone that's made that decision to kill, like they have kind of the authority to kill that person. And so they also have the instinct or like oath sworn to bring back all Imperials that have not sworn their life to that agency or whatever the heck they call it. So definitely can know that going in, that like you're gonna have like that tension in there and they have to work together. She has to protect herself and her family and like everything that she's believed in her whole life. And it was just so good. It was just so good, and I really enjoyed that as like a first book set up in a series. So I highly recommend. If you are like, I don't know, that's for me, like, but maybe it could be. I really love the audiobook, and I enjoyed having the ebook to flip alongside. I told the last weekly vlog that when I got my Kindle, I thought it was going to be best utilized for me when I'm wanting the audiobooks, but I really need to have a physical copy to read alongside. That is exactly how I've felt so far. Like, I really got to utilize it on my trip, and it has been perfect for that. Like, I really think I needed the audiobook to like push me along in the story, and that's nothing to do with like the writing or like how long it was or anything like that. I felt like it was a fairly like well-paced. Oh, a bird just flew onto my balcony. I felt like it was a well-paced everything, but I sometimes just struggle, like if I have like a lot going on, or like I'm literally just sitting on a plane doing nothing but having to read, like it can be hard for me to focus. And with a book like this that kind of has, I don't know, this like setting of like this partial academic vibe, like I don't know, I think sometimes it could be easy for me to get stuck in the first like 20% and read that very slow and think, I don't really know if I'm even liking this. But like the audiobook just like keeps me moving forward, and I think I really like that part. So my recommendation is to have the audiobook alongside, but I think being able to read it alongside that is like really helpful to like keep you attentive and like absorbing everything that you can, because there's a lot of information and like you don't want to miss something. And I feel like it's told in such a way that you get these little glimpses of things and these very small moments. So I really liked it. Then I picked up The Night Hunt by Alexandra Christo. I really like this cover. It's very YA fantasy. Like, this is YA fantasy. And I'm currently 42% of the way in. So I reached about the 28% mark on my flight. So I finished A Temptation of Magic. I started this book before my second flight even took off. And I then like had the audiobook like cut out or something to where it glitched, and then it was like, oh, it's not downloaded. And because I didn't have like Wi-Fi that could like get that download, I was like, frick. So I like stopped reading it probably around the 20% mark because of that, or 14% or something. I was like, I don't think I can just physically read this book right now. So I was like halfway reading, halfway just watching random stuff that I put on my screen. And so I reached the 28% mark by the time my flight ended. And then I just picked it up sitting here, and I've now reached the 42% mark. So I think I talked about this, but I could be mixing it up with when I hauled it in the last weekly vlog. But this is The Night Hunt by Alexandra Christo. I really love this author. I've read To Kill a Kingdom and Princess of Souls by this author as well, and really enjoyed those YA, fantasy, subplot romance kind of books. Those two are for sure fairy tale retellings. Like To Kill a Kingdom is the Little Mermaid retelling. Princess of Souls is also retelling. I just can't remember off the top of my head what it was. But yes, and then this one, I don't believe that this is a fairy tale retelling. I think this is just a fantasy romance. Well, fantasy subplot of romance, but definitely like YA. So Atia is a monster who feeds on fear. That's like at the top. So yellow, top line yellow. So that's what we know. That's what you need to know about our main female character. Does it say? Yeah, at the very first line is she's the last of her kind. She has been cursed. She has done something that is unspeakable, and so she has been cursed by the gods. And then we have our main male character, Silas, who is a herald carrying messages and ferrying the dead as punishment for a past he can't remember. So he is craving knowing his past and just craving humanity again. So he wants to work with Atia, knowing that she has a curse on her by the gods, and he believes he knows how to free her from her curse along with freeing himself from his, and he can now learn his past and can like continue or go back to being a human. I'm not sure, but he wants to work with her in order to break both their curses. And so they can help each other out. And so they're on this adventure of doing these three things. Does it say, like, all they need to do is kill three powerful creatures, a vampire, a banshee, and one of the very gods who destroyed both their lives. So that's the adventure that they're on. And I just had the cutest little moment where at the end of chapter 19, like they're just in the situation, blah, blah, blah. And he called her my little monster. And when I tell you that I just had to stop reading. I was like, now's the time to give updates because that was just so cute. And I just need a moment to absorb that. And it was just so precious. Like, it's definitely this like slow burn, subtle romance going on. It is not the focus of this plot or book in general, but like I really love that it's there. It just gives like a little touch, a little sprinkle, because she is just like a monster that's like, I don't care about anyone, and like I'm a lone wolf and blah blah blah. And he's just like human connection. But like he's not like he's not a rainbow and sunshine guy, but like he craves that human connection a bit more, and so he is not so like closed off. He has no problem like with displays of affection, you know, kind of thing. But she's like I've never touched someone. That's not what I do. I don't care if you live or die. Like, I love them so far. So I'm going to continue on with this. I have, like I said, started the Patreon video, which is random number generator picks how many pages I read. So I have to read 126 today. I'm just gonna knock that out now before Riley comes over tonight. I'm done with work stuff, and now I just want to hang out and read. Okay, it is now 5:30-ish. Yes, and I've just hit the point I needed to reach for the random number generator. So I'm going to go update the Patreon video, but I'm now at 62% of this book. Like, you guys, this is exactly what I need from a YA romance. Like, the plot is plotting, but the little bit of romance is romancing. You know what I mean? You get it. But no, I really love the plot of this. Like, the adventure they're going on to break their curses is just so fun and easy to understand, but also, like, a lot. Because, like, she is this quote-unquote, like, evil monster that, like, feeds off people's fears. So she doesn't, you know, believe herself to be good, but it's also the way she was made. And she also just has this personality of, like, I'm not worth, like, people's time. I'm not worth people's space. I have darkness in me. But then you have people like Silas that, like, just crave that human connection and, like, just sees the light in her. Perfect, perfect, perfect YA fantasy so far. So very interested. Like, we just hit this point that it was a perfect, like, kind of stopping point, I think, to where now I'm like, okay, like, now we're gonna be in it for the last, like, 40%. Like, oh boy, we're in it. I think it shouldn't take me that long to read. Maybe, like, anywhere from an hour to 2 hours. So we'll see. I don't anticipate reading more tonight. I think I'll just be done for the night. Riley will be here relatively soon, and we'll just hang out for the night. And then probably whenever she leaves, I'll probably just be tired because, like, my body clock still being on East Coast, I feel like I'm just gonna be tired. But I'm gonna drink my Poppy. I love carbonation. Like, I love carbonation. And then Riley will hopefully be here with tacos. I had Taco Bell last night, but I told her, babes, if you want Taco Bell, I will be honored to eat it again. But I don't know if we're getting Taco Bell or Del Taco. I told her to choose, but she hasn't said anything. Yeah, I mean, I think she's still working, so whenever she gets to her car, she'll probably let me know which one she'll stop at. But okay, that's my update. I may take a little bit of clips tonight. I don't know. We're really just going to probably be hanging out on the couch and yapping as girls do. So if I don't talk with you again tonight, I will just see you in the morning. Good morning. Happy Friday. You guys, we made it. We made it. Oh my gosh. Cheers to the end of the week. Am I right, ladies? Ugh. I am sleepy, but also, like, ready for the day. I woke up at, like, 5:50. Yeah. Okay. I really had to pee, I'm honest. That's why I, like, got out of bed. I did that, and then I was trying to go back to sleep, and it just wasn't an option, I guess, anymore. And so I got up. I was already seeing some work messages, and I was like, okay. Like, other people in other time zones that are, like, already up and had their day started, I'm like, okay, I'll get up and check on the thing you're asking about. So my work day started, I don't know, about an hour and a half ago. I think it's like 7:45 or so. So I have been up, I've been working. Honestly, I grabbed my laptop, went back into bed, and was working in, like, a dark space. So I didn't see, like, a sunrise or anything, but the sun is out now. Beautiful blue skies. I do not know what the weather's supposed to be like today as far as temperature, but I think it's supposed to be warmer. Kind of upset, like, we just, like, at least give me, like, 50s. You know what I mean? Like, when it is a high of 73 in the middle or end of December, I don't like that, but it is what it is. Okay, I am so excited. We are making matcha this morning. I haven't made a matcha since I got back. I got milk yesterday. I have new glasses, like drinkware glasses to use. I don't know which one I want to use today. We'll figure that out. I hope I have ice. Well, we will use whatever ice I have. So let's go ahead and do that. I think I may have to use big ice. No. That like kind of just ruins it, you know what I mean? Just had my cute little ice. Nonetheless, I want to make matcha and I have my new glasses to use and I'm just so excited. One thing about me, I love sitting on the floor. Why is that so overexposed? I'm so sorry. No, but this is what I needed. I had enough ice to make it reasonable. I'm someone that like, I'll fill the ice up to here so that I can have a full, oh my gosh. Whoa. That was my, wow. Okay, sorry. Just a shock to my system. That was my first time trying the Trader Joe's oat milk brown sugar creamer thing. Wow. That is really good. Also, isn't my cup so cute? My mom got it for me for Christmas. I love her. I love her. Tomorrow, we'll have to use the other one that I bought myself at TJ Maxx. I didn't get to show it in the last weekly vlog when I bought it like in Georgetown, but it's like an anthropology glass. Oh, I love her. She's like someone that can be year-round, but during like the holiday season or during Valentine's, like it can be more on theme with that, but it's a year-round cup, and that's what I love. Like I have an anthropology candy cane one, but so I can't use that in March. Like that's just a bit silly. I mean, obviously you can, but like just like looks funky, a little bit out of place. I want to get more of those cups. Like I want to get more. I want to get ones that are kind of year-round, and not just like seasonal ones, because I have the pumpkin one and I have a candy cane one. So I'd love to get the ones that just like have a bee. Like they have the bee one that's really cute. They have like the white heart one. I love it. Yesterday when Riley was here, we opened up 2 packages that my mom had sent me. She had sent me things from Amazon, and she's like, in each box there should be 1 wrapped thing and 1 not wrapped thing. I was not going to pay an extra $3.99 or whatever for these cheap like small gifts. So just open it, use it when you use it. So I do have 2 gifts from her that are under my tree. They're giving book, and I am so utterly excited. And then like I'll open those on Christmas, but she also gifted me some highlighters and pens. I love how these look. I've never got stuff like from this brand, so I don't know what they are, but she saw them on my list and she bought it. And then, I mean, if you should like watch my channel for a while, I don't talk about it a whole lot, but I've randomly mentioned it. I love to do word searches. Like I love to like have something to do while listening to an audiobook when I don't want to like physically be reading alongside, or I don't want to just be doom scrolling on my phone and risk being distracted and not really understanding what I'm listening to. So I love doing word searches. She got me another one. Like I love doing this also at night to wind down. It's very like therapeutic to me, and like something that's just such a mindless task that I just love to do, and I want more of those kinds of tasks. So I'm just trying to think if there's anything else, but I opened that last night. So those were the two things that she's like, I'm not paying an extra $4 or whatever it is. Sorry, extra $4 or whatever to like have it wrapped like in this when it's a word search and a thing of highlighters. You know what I mean? Like, and I was like, no, I respect that. So it is cute that I have like those 2 bags though to open for sure on Christmas. She's mailing out a box of things for me, but she is doing that today. So hard to say if that will make it to me by Christmas. So I think that's honestly why she probably, like, I know she wanted to get me a couple things. Like she said that, like, oh, I haven't done all my Christmas shopping I wanted to do for you, like when I was visiting. But she was like, I will just mail everything. But I feel like she's like, oh, I may not get this to her in time. So how about I just send these couple things that I wanted to get her directly to her instead of shipping to me and then me having to put them in a box. So, okay. It's my little update. I'm gonna get back to doing some work. I need to do my Patreon like clip of the morning where I figure out how many pages I'm supposed to read today. I will tell you right now though, I'm gonna put it like I'm gonna probably put it. Yesterday I put it from 50 to 150 because I just knew I had less time in the day. But today I'd like to do a good chunk of reading, so I'm gonna put it from 50 to 300. There, I said it. I put out into existence. Nonetheless, I want to finish this today. I'm 62% in. I want to get reading on this. So I'm going to work that. And then we'll see however many more pages. I mean, I could get 51, you know? I could get 51 pages that I have to read today. But I'm putting it out into existence for you guys. We are going to be finishing The Night Hunt. And I am so excited. And then I don't know what book I want to read next. I do need to do my reread of Assassin's Blade. Oh my god. Okay. I need to do my reread of Assassin's Blade, The Healer. So, like, for those that, surprised, I feel like I'm the last person reading this series, but for those that don't know, the Assassin's Blade is just broken up into 5 novellas, and so part of my Throne of Glass reading journey is following this reading guide that has you reading certain novellas at certain points in the series. And so I've already read this completely, but then I found that guide, and so Riley and I have been rereading this as they fit into the guide. So I only have one more left, and then I will also be done annotating. There's just like a blank section that needs to be annotated from the last novella. So I want to read this today as well. So that'll be a part of just my reading. And then we'll see what book I pick up next. Okay, let's do this. So it's been a couple hours. It's about 11:45 or so. I don't know when we last talked, but I've just been sitting here working, having YouTube on the background. I'm honestly shocked that it's only 11:45, but I suppose that's what happens when you start working at like nearly 6 a.m. So, like, it tracks, but I still have a little bit of my matcha left. Let's stir that back up. My issue is I definitely need to go grocery shopping, but like I'm not going to. Not today. Like, I want to go to Trader Joe's, but if I'm gonna already go near a Trader Joe's tomorrow, I should just wait until tomorrow to go, and I have enough stuff here to make a meal. So I should probably also plan out what I want to like have and make. That way, like, I am taking care of myself. I think I talked about this in the 3-hour weekly vlog that I posted, so rightfully so, you may have missed it. But I talked about how I really hate that I have not prioritized like my well-being in eating like 3 meals a day and just like having the right substance. And so I just fell off of it pretty bad, and so I want to get back onto that and like planning out some meals I want to make. And that doesn't mean like I'm planning to cook 7 meals a day, but it's like, okay, do I have all the things in place so that I have my like easy, medium, hard meals? I love to have 1 to 2 hard meals that's like you're full on cooking your dinner. And then I love to have like the medium ones that like maybe I need to heat up something quick on like the stove or something, but like really doesn't take much. Maybe it's already prepped or whatever. And then like the easy ones are like the things I can just like throw in the microwave, or I just throw it in the oven. Like no prep, no actual cooking. That way, for whatever stage I'm at that day, I have options for all three. I've definitely like made mistakes in the past of being like, oh, like I'm gonna cook 5 nights of the week. Says who? Says who? And because I live alone, it is so hard to find that motivation to do that on days like you just don't want to, and then that food goes bad. And so we're working on it. But I miss meal planning, and like I have a Pinterest board of things. Like I used to go on that and be like, oh, these are some stuff I want to make, or like this is some good ideas. I can just tweak that a little. I want to do that today so that when I'm near Trader Joe's tomorrow and I go, I am like prepared, and then I can also like run to another grocery store if I need to. So speaking that out into existence, that means I also need to go through my fridge, and I also need to go through my pantry. There's not like too much I need to throw away, but there's definitely some stuff, and so I should do that today as well. I already need to take out the trash, so just like let's just do it all in one swoop. Did we go ahead and open up the thing? Sorry for work. I was like, I'm waiting on someone to do something. Okay. I haven't done any reading at this point. I probably won't for a couple hours. I'm just going to be working, catching up on some YouTube videos, and then like as work slows down, I will probably get to do some reading. I also, this weekend, we need to go to Walmart. I cannot believe I said that. And maybe I shouldn't go this weekend because it's like leading up to Christmas, like chaotic shoppers. But I really want to go because they have such cute like things that I saw in my hometown, like Lawrence Walmart, that I was like, oh my gosh, like no one told me. But at the same time, is that stuff gonna be here? How busy is it gonna be? I really did luck out on when my mom and I went to that Walmart. Like it was not busy. I've talked about this before. I think it is the fact that Walmarts are like blue, cool toned with like these cement floors. Something about the environment just provides me so much anxiety. I'm just absorbing all the anxiety possible, and it's usually very crowded. I've encountered so many people that just like do not think about their surroundings, that I'm like, I hate this. Like it just makes me so on edge. But the last time I went with my mom, like fine experience. But we also went like during the day when no one like was available to go, you know. Anyways. I just can't believe like this is where this cup came from, and I'm like, ugh. And I saw some cute blankets. Like I did not need to spend money. I think that's the other thing is like, babes, don't go, because what money are you spending right now? I refuse to look at my credit card right now because I have so much on there from my work trip that's being reimbursed, but because I don't have that, it just looks like I've spent over $3,000 on just going to DC, that I'm like, I know that this is not my money, but like seeing a credit card be like that is very terrifying, especially during the holiday season when I'm spending already way more than normal. Like I don't normally buy, you know, so many people just random gifts in a month, you know what I mean? So it's like you're already spending more than normal. So I'm just like, okay, you know what? If we just don't look at it though, we don't have to deal with that. And so until I get all the reimbursements on to my debit account, there's no real reason to look at it. You know what I mean? Okay, that is my fun random rant at 12 p.m. It's not even a rant, it's just like an update. Okay, I'm gonna get back to work, and I will update you guys whenever, I don't know, I'm probably done working and we can do a little bit of reading. You know what I just have been putting off like no other? Doing a reading update for Throne of Glass. Like, I finished Queen of Shadows, and I didn't want to do like my post-book thoughts immediately anyway. Like, I want to be able to sit on it. Guys, it's been a while since I finished it, and I've yet to film that reading update, and I need to do my reread of The Assassin and the Healer. So I need to freaking film that update, and I am just putting it off. I think it's because part of me just like needs to get back in it to where I'm like, okay, wait, what happened in that book? Like, I need to jog my memory a little bit on like details that I may want to discuss in the spoiler section. So yeah, that's great. I need to just like look up something that's like a spoiler filled thing on Queen of Shadows alone. You know what I mean? Just to like remind myself of all the things that I may want to touch on. So I need to do that because I need to film that update. And I'd like to film that update today so that then I can like read this in peace. But I just finished The Night Hunt. So I have officially finished another book. So this is my second one finishing in this video. When did I finish A Promise of Peridot? Because like, I don't remember. Okay, read, where's my 2024 reading challenge? I finished that on December 17th. Oh, I finished that on Tuesday. Oh, so this is my third book that we finished in this video. Love that for me. So I really, really, really love this book. This is not like some 5-star book. I don't want to give the wrong impression. I'm probably going to give this like 4 stars. Like, just a great time. It's just a great time. A YA fantasy with your probably 25% of romance in there, like sprinkled throughout. Like, it's just such a precious thing. And I loved every bit of that we got. But this is such a fun, like, fantasy plot and story and adventure to go on. Like, I really enjoyed this. I feel like Alexandra Christo just does such a good job giving you, like, when you want a fantasy book and you want a little bit of that romance, but, like, you do not want something that's just, like, so deep and so heavy and just so expansive that you're like, oh my god, like, this is just a standalone book. Just a single girly. And that's exactly what I loved about it. Because I got this start to finish story in under 400 pages. Like, are you kidding me? Like, I think it's about 350. This is what we want. This is what we want. So I've officially enjoyed To Kill a Kingdom, Princess of Souls, and The Night Hunt. So I just love this cover too. I just think like it is so cool. Wow. Okay. Anyways, I'm gonna jump back into some work stuff, and then maybe I will film like Queen of Shadows update, and then I'm gonna jump into this. It is crazy how heavy this is compared to this. Like, wow. Okay. That's insane. But yeah, I will update you guys later. I feel good about finishing that book though. I'm like in a reading mood. Like, I'm in a reading mood, and it shows. So I'm gonna continue on, but I'm just like happy to be in a reading mood and having the energy to do so, and just being, I don't know, happy. Like, I'm happy to be in a good mood today, is all I'm gonna say. I think the days that I've had post-election that have really had me down bad, like, I think I'm so much aware of these days like today where I'm like, I don't feel like crying. This is amazing. Like, I feel like I'm very much aware of it and like conscious of just like feeling good. So I'm grateful for these days. Okay, all I wanted to say. I will check in with you guys later. Okay, I just did my Queen of Shadows update, my non-spoiler and spoiler discussion. So, I'm proud of myself for doing that before the sun completely went down, but it is past sunset. I'm pretty sure we are getting beautiful colors in the sky. So that is where we're at. So it's just like the focus on it was really bad. But I am wrapping up with work, and then we are going to knock out The Assassin and the Healer. Okay guys, I finished my, oh, I already put the book away. I finished the Assassin's Blade novella, so check. And now it's about 6:45, 7 o'clock, and I am trying to figure out which book I want to start. So I am starting my reread of Fourth Wing, and then ultimately doing the kind of read for the first time of Iron Flame, because remember, I've read 100 pages of it and then I never continued. Yeah, anyways, I am doing that, and I'm for sure starting Fourth Wing tomorrow, but I kind of want potentially another book to read alongside that. I'm thinking about the Hurricane Wars. That is the other book that I kind of have queued up, ready to go. So I just read the synopsis of it for my Patreon video. Like, I was like talking with them after finishing the number of pages thing, and I was like, okay, now I need to figure out kind of what I want to read next. And so I was like, what is the Hurricane Wars even about? Literally says for fans of Fourth Wing and ACOTAR. I'm fans of both, but I don't know if they're just kind of throwing that on there, you know, because it's like popular. Nonetheless, I read it, like the synopsis, and I was like, okay, this is intriguing. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to read the first like couple chapters, depending on how long they are, and kind of get a feel for it. And then I may start it. And if I don't kind of get hooked in the beginning, I'm just going to switch and go ahead and start my reread of Fourth Wing. Good morning, happy Saturday. It is 8:20 and I'm running to Target because I need some wrapping paper. I need to wrap Riley's gift and I need to wrap my blind date with a book exchange thing that I have with some friends tonight. So I have wrapping paper for the book if I wanted to use the same one I did for the other like blind date with a book thing that I did with my book club, but I'm thinking of just utilizing the wrapping paper that I want to wrap Riley's gift in. So that's what I'm going to do. I also need tissue paper, just in case. I have in my back pocket, I need tissue paper, but I do need groceries and stuff today. I actually have a list and everything, but that is not what this trip is for. I need to get back so that I can be on my laptop for some work events happening before I head to book club this morning with the other like silent book club that I go to on the weekends. So that is the morning update. Do not fall, please. But it is currently 8:45 and I just got back from Target. I got the wrapping paper I needed, the tissue paper I wanted, and a couple small things that I didn't have a choice. So Riley, when you're watching this, I saw them and I didn't have a choice. Do not be mad that I threw more things into your gift. So I also got these peppermint crunch things. I had been looking for them, and on the Target app it said like it was in a different aisle when I went a couple days ago, and I was like, okay, well, it's just definitely not here. And so when I went today, I accidentally like saw them in all the like back Christmas aisles, and I was like, well, this just makes sense. So I've been looking for this because I want to put it in these small like gingerbread that, you know, pour it out with my hot cocoa stuff. So we're having hot cocoa today for sure. It may not be until tonight, but I'd love to have some during the day too. For now though, we're making another matcha, and I am so glad to be using this glass for the first time. This is the other one that I got in DC. Like, you're kidding. This is what I said, like, it can be Christmassy because of the red bows, but it can also be kind of Valentine's Day with the red bows. But ultimately, it can just be used year-round. Obsessed. Okay, I'm going to make my matcha, and then I will see you when we are probably going to be wrapping. Because I want to wrap and do other things now. I have plenty of time. I have like an hour until my work thing, roughly an hour, and that's plenty of time to wrap the like 2 gifts. It will take a little time with the book stuff, and Riley's just a couple things, but it should be good. Honestly, I'm kind of like sad that like I had to like have all my gifts already sent. Like, I brought them all to my mom's, I wrapped them all, you guys saw it, like, but my tree looks bare It looks bare right now. But I know that my mom's package is arriving maybe tomorrow, but maybe Sunday. And then, because it's UPS, and so UPS does deliver on Sundays. And then my brother's, it's coming USPS, but it was expected today. Last I knew it was still in Texas, so I expect Monday. And so those will be just like a couple things to put under the tree as well. But, yeah. Okay, please, words. Tell me what kind of gift giver you are. I grew up where it's not like we had a lot of money, but my mom loved having us just like open gifts, like have gifts to open. And so like if she had $50 to spend, like she would not want to get us like 2 gifts with the $50. She'd rather like maximize that to get us like 10 gifts, if you will, like small things that just cost like a few dollars here and there. And like I feel like when I was a child, like, that was just like so fun, because I wasn't thinking about like, oh, how much money did my mom spend? I feel like it was just fun, like as a kid, like open up these gifts and I'm like, oh my god, like I love this like 3 colored like pen set thing, like that was like cute and a stationary item, like, and it cost her $3 or $4. Like that made my day. Like I was so happy. Like please tell me why this Christmas, when I was opening gifts with my mom, like she got me, what was it that I like completely died over? Well, last year it was this tripod, and like, well, it wasn't like cheap by like being like $5. Like it was not some like $50 tripod. Like, and it was like top 2 favorite gifts. And like this year she got me this long sleeve shirt that was on my list, maybe $10, $15, and like I freaked out. Like it was, I don't know why it was like, unexpected, but like I freaked out. I was just like, this is so amazing. Like, I love this brand. I love this shirt. Like, I do not care about money spent. Like, I think I love finding gifts that I believe someone's going to like, and it doesn't matter the price. Now, in the past, sometimes that has meant gifting my mom a more expensive item, because I'm like, the queen does not buy things for herself. I'll do that. I can do it this time. But I just love giving smaller, like a bunch of small things with like one main gift, maybe, you know what I mean? I don't know. That's my experience with Christmas, and then my experience with gift giving, which is a top love language of mine to others. Like I love, like from other people to me, it's like quality time. I think acts of service is a top one. Yeah, that's really my top 2. But like from me to other people, like gift giving is a big one. And acts of service. Like I love being able to pay attention to the things that people are doing and then like help them out. Like whether or not they need it or not, like being able to like do the small things that just make someone feel like cared for. Yeah. Okay. Now I'm gonna make my matcha. That was just random, but it was like, I was talking with Riley about it last night, and then, was it last night? 2 nights ago. Wow. Anyways, I was talking about it with her, and then I was just like kind of thinking about it with my gifts, and I'm like, wow, it just looks different this year. Okay, I was doing some work stuff. Like the time is of the essence. Like we'll see if I can get lucky. I need to track an object, but it's a tough object and not working with a whole lot to help me out. So we'll see. I have my computer out here. That's what I keep looking at. And so we'll see as soon as something becomes available and I can do something. But for now, I want to show you the things that I'm wrapping. It is cold in here, I'm not gonna lie, but why is my nose so red? Anyways, so for my gift exchange, basically a group of bookish girlies, thank God for Dana putting this together. She's basically like having all of her friends that are bookish people get together, and we had one of those like Elfster wish list things, and you just like put some books that you're interested in, and then like if there's anything else like to help out the person gifting to you. Like my person had like that she loves things for like bullet journaling, scrapbooking, things like that, candles of that nature. And then we just had I believe it's $35, maybe it's 25, 30. I can't remember the budget, but so my book that I got her is One Dark Window. I love this duology so much, so when I saw it on her list, I knew this was the one. And then when I was in, what do you call it, Barnes, I saw this bookmark. So it is so pretty. It's like, I don't know what this material is, but I'm obsessed with it, and so I need to take it off of this to put in. And then I just had this sticker in my back pocket, so putting that in there. I'm gonna put in these. I mean, listen, it's not like they're close, but it's just nice to throw in some tabs. And then she put on there about the like scrapbooking, bullet journaling, pens, not paper, like markers, things like that. I love my dual brush ones, and so I saw that Amazon had this cottage set on sale, and so I got all of this for like the price range, which I'm proud of myself. I mean, keep in mind, like these two things are free, you know, like I just had them, but the pen, the markers, bookmark, all under our thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, before I do that, I got these two wrapping papers. This says like Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and it's just like a string of like kind of lights with bows. It's pretty. And then I like this one too. I like that one. So I got this to wrap the book stuff and Riley's gift. And at the top though, it actually has like, what do you call it? Like ribbon? No. Strings? Doesn't call them anything. And it actually came with gift tags. This was all $5. Tell me then why I went to the back section of like actual gift wrapping and like one roll was $5. I'm like, oh, no, I'll just take this, because it's not like I have a lot of gifts. I would just imagine that there's not a lot of wrapping paper, but I only have this book one and Riley's gift, so why? And then I did get this bag because I'll show you what I got Riley, because at the point of this going out, she's gotten it. So I did get this bag for it. I don't know how well it shows. There's actually kind of like a little bit of like a texture on the snowflakes. And then I got this set of tissue paper for it. I already got these tags. I'm obsessed with them, so I just feel like I need to show you. I already had them when I thought I was going to be mailing out a bunch of gifts this year. So I can utilize those if I want. Now, for Riley's gift, hold on, my mom. Sorry, work messages and my mom. So for Riley's gift, the main thing that I wanted to get her was a matcha set. So we're banking on Riley hasn't just bought this herself, because as girls do with adult money, it's so easy to just buy things. You're like, well, I want it, so I'm just gonna buy it. And sorry, my computer went to sleep. Can't have that. And so I got this intentionally from Amazon, so that's an easy return if so. But it looked pretty. I mean, it has a like tea towel thing with it, but mainly it's the bowl that's like, it has the bowl, the thing to put the whisk on. I think that's like a little canister to put the matcha in if you want that, and then like a strainer and a frother. Actually, I think that's what that is down there. That's crazy. This is such a good one. I couldn't remember. I was looking at so many of them because I didn't know which one I wanted to get her, if I just wanted to get her the same one I have or something different. Ultimately, I settled on this one. So that's the main gift. And then I love these face masks. There are the Meta Heal, the Water Mide Essential Mask. They're Korean like skincare, and like this is made in Korea, and I love them. I have sensitive skin, so I'm always like Oh, it's gotten a lot better over the years, but generally very sensitive skin, so like I'm always scared to try things. This is amazing, and as someone with sensitive skin, it doesn't break me out or burn or anything. Now, when I went to Target today, I didn't have a choice. I saw these things and I was like, you've got to get them. They were in like the $1 to $5 section of Target. So these two scrunchies, isn't this stunning? So they kind of matched together. I actually have a green one and I'm like, why haven't I just bought more? So I bought one of these for myself and then I got those for her. And then I saw this mini spoons, like it's for tea and stuff, but also like I'm envisioning us having our hot cocoa. But look at the spoons, they're so cute. And then there's a bookmark and it says it's a novel and warm cup of tea kind of day. Isn't that cute? I thought it was adorable. So that's the other thing I got her. And then it will come in. What is this? Oh, I just can't actually see it. It will come today, but I got us both stickers. I'm going to be completely transparent. I realized I could have a custom sticker made that I wanted, and then I knew if I got it and I showed Riley and I didn't get one for her, she'd be so pissed at me. So therefore I had to get two. And so those are coming today. And I am so excited to see how they turned out. I really hope it's well. I'll show you them when they come. But I didn't know when they would get here. And then last night I got notified that like they're in California. And then like today it's like they're out for delivery. And I'm like, oh my God. So they should be delivered sometime today. I know Saturdays the mail doesn't come at like the normal time that I'm used to. So I don't know when I'll get it. But I'm excited for that. Okay, I'm gonna wrap. I would love to do a time lapse, but frankly, I just need to focus. And then also be attentive to my computer. So I'm going to just wrap these and then I will show you them when they're done. To say that I am tired and overwhelmed is an understatement. It is 11:45. So last time I talked, I was sorting all the gift stuff out and I was like, I'm just gonna wrap this and then I'll show you when I'm done. It was gonna be so great. And then, ouch. And then my work stuff popped up. I don't know, I spent about 45 minutes to an hour trying to get what I needed and it just couldn't do it. So that sucked. I knew it was going to be hard, but I was just hoping that I would get it. I'm sad, but I still have a lot of work stuff that I need to get done. So I did decide to not go to book club this morning. I was like, yeah, I can really only do that when like work stuff is calm, cool, collected, and I can kind of step away from my stuff for like an hour and a half to 2 hours even. It's not today, but I desperately needed groceries, and we're kind of like on a schedule. Like it's almost noon. At 3 o'clock is when I have the book exchange get together thing, and so I was like, okay, well I can't do all this stuff now and then like have to go get like to Trader Joe's to get some groceries later and then have to be, I was like, I just need to go now. I know things that I need from Trader Joe's. And then at the time, I thought that I could just also run to Target and get the rest of my groceries. No. Everyone and their mom was at Trader Joe's. Everyone and their mom was in the parking lot that is like that entire shopping center. Like, please just buy your gifts early. Please just don't do last minute shopping over the weekend. I mean, unless that's when you're paid and that's what you're doing, and that's okay. But for you procrastinators, you made me so stressed today. So I didn't get, honestly, a majority of the stuff on my list because I know I wanted to get it from Target, but I did get some stuff, and then some I just like didn't have on my list because I just knew like I was getting stuff from Trader Joe's that like I just wasn't sure of, or like what would they have. So I got another thing of the spiced cider. I have one in my fridge, no, one in my pantry still, I believe. And I bought another one because eventually they're going to be gone and I can't handle that. I got a lime and a bell pepper because I'm going to have my like steak chipotle at home bowl thing. I have turkey chili in a can and I need to get shredded cheese, but I picked up Fritos for that as well. I got some cranberries because I want to make a cute little like cranberry drink thing with the Poppy. I got another thing of the brown sugar oat creamer because I've really loved that. I got these chocolate chip cookies to try. I haven't used this brand, so we'll see if they're good, but I love cookie dough. I got another thing of the vegetable fried rice. Yeah, I think I may have some in there, but it's good to just kind of get them when I get them. I want to make these like cheese bite things to dip with marinara, so I got the string cheese. I need to get kind of just like a flat thing of dough, like a pizza one, you know, like not like biscuit dough that then I have to figure out, like no, just one of those like flat ones, flat sheets. So I'm gonna get that like at Target. And then I did get these black bean and taquitos, black bean and cheese taquitos to try. So I like taquitos. I usually get this like shredded beef one from, it's in a purple box, that's all I know, from like the regular grocery store, but I saw those. I love black beans so much, so we'll see. I did also get, like I said, black bean and Monterey Jack cheese burrito. And then I just got a couple things for like, you know, wellness. So some green juice. I love this one because it doesn't actually have all the like gross stuff of green juices, but it's just kind of like healthy stuff. So, banana, mango, and kiwi, apple, pineapple juice, green foods, and other ingredients added. Yeah, well, I'm not sure about that, but I will say that no artificial colors or flavors, no preservatives, and it's not like it has like ginger and spicy stuff in it. That's what I don't like. But I also got fresh squeezed tangerine juice, 100% juice. Yeah, I'm excited for this one. I hope it's good. And then I decided to spoil myself and get some chocolate milk. So this is my random kind of haul. I would say the rest of my list, stuff that I'm getting from Target, I was honestly going to go now, and I was like, I just don't have that time. So I need to come back here. I need to wrap the gifts because I was immediately thrown off with work. And now I'm going to wrap those so that I'm set. I told Riley she could come over anytime book club ended. Like, I just couldn't, you know, go anywhere. So I want to make sure her gift is wrapped first, so that way, like, that is just good to go. And then I'll wrap the bookish one, and then I'll work on getting ready. I mean, I'm going to check work stuff in between all of these things, but then I'll get ready so that way that's out of the way. I don't know what I'm wearing to Dana's either, so it's fine. Everything is fine. I've finished getting ready. I'm just in a comfy, cozy outfit. I was told cozy cute. Like, what does that mean? Anyways, I am in my set. Love this set, and there's a tank, and then I just have this sweater over it. But I need to run to Target. Now's the perfect time. It's 1:30-ish. I am good with work in this moment, and I finished my wrapping. I finished getting ready, so now I want to go to Target and get the rest of my groceries. Just have them, but I want to show you guys my wrapping because I'm proud of it. So, fix that. This is the book one. I love, love, love how this one turned out. So I have the bookmark, tabs, sticker, and then the markers and book are wrapped. And then Riley's matcha kit, adorable. I love how this one turned out as well. And then, oh boy, the other random items I put in this bag. Isn't that cute? All the colors and everything. I basically wrapped everything with tissue paper and then stuck more tissue paper in to, like, you know, have tissue paper be what it's meant to be. So let's go ahead, run to Target. While I leave, I'm also going to, what do you call it? Check my mail to see if the sticker came in. I'm gonna also wear these blue socks. It's not the same blue, but away it'll be like, oh, she's wearing blue. These blue socks that Riley gave me for my birthday, actually. So, okay, let's go to Target. Once again, everyone and their mother. We are back from Target. That was overwhelming. I am starving. I got to eat something before going to Dana's, but I got the stickers in the mail, so I really want to see what they look like. God, I hope they're not bad. Did she give me just like extra scribbles? Is that what it are? Scribbles. Focus. Like, that's the Etsy site that I use. Handy dandy business card. So the stickers that she threw in is this pretty sunflower switch, a cute cupcake, a rainbow, and then like their logo. Now the one I ordered, I wanted them small because I was thinking Kindle cases. Okay, let's keep this in mind. You're kidding. You're kidding. It's Maxton Hall, and it is what is still my background. Oh my god. But it gets better. So I ordered, I think it was 1 inch. She gave me like a ½ inch as well. So I got 2 of them. One for me, one for Riley. And I guess now she gets even a tinier one because what am I going to do with 2 of them? Wow. She's going to die. She's going to die. I'm excited to show her. Okay, she was supposed to come over before going to Dana's, but change of plans with that. So I will just give her gift whenever I see her. Like, well, not tonight. Like, whenever like it's just her and I. But oh my gosh, I'm glad they turned out well. I wasn't sure if she was gonna do more of like a square, you know, like showing more of the background or what. Oh, I love them. Okay, now from Target, I got stuff to make my steak bowl. So I got tomatoes, I got a red onion, I got steak, I got the cilantro, I got the mozzarella cheese, and I got rice down there. I think that may be it for it. Oh, and I got sour cream. I couldn't remember if I had it, but honestly, it's not bad to just grab it. I got the white cheddar mac and cheese. I haven't had this in a while, but it is really good. And then I got deviled egg potato salad. Frankly, it sounded delicious. I got sharp cheddar shredded cheese for the chili. Got more of this guy. I love bagels. That may be what I have. I also may eat a banana. I got 3 bananas, but this one is still, you know, they're doing their thing. They're still ripening. And then I couldn't find easily, at least for Target, like the just sheet of dough, but I got the crescent rolls, just original dough, and I think I'll be able to just use that fine. I got some mini marshmallows to bring to Dana's. I texted her, asked her if there's anything I could bring. Got some black beans. I don't entirely remember why. Yeah, I don't know. And then, yeah, the rice. And finally, I saw that they had like packs, like smaller packs of the yogurt that I like. And so I just got a 4-pack of the lemon one. Because each pack, so this only has 5 grams of sugar, or not 5 grams of protein per pack. I don't know. Like, they're smaller than my main containers. I don't know. I feel like that's like half the protein maybe. But I'm going to put all this stuff away, eat something, and I'll probably check in before I head to Dana's. Do I wish I had some dry shampoo? Yes. It's gonna have to work though. I just changed into my other socks, putting on my shoes, and I'm heading out the door. So I don't know what I plan to do, like documenting wise, because I mean, I won't know half of these girls, and I'm not gonna shove a camera in their face. That'd be awfully silly. So I'm gonna have my camera, but I may just want to enjoy it and like take the cute pictures and everything like that, and then show you those pictures whenever I get back home. Good morning, happy Sunday. So I know we did not talk after I went to Dana's, so I'll recap the evening and everything, but I want to make a matcha first. I'm going to make that, get cozy on the couch, make sure my laptop is near because I do need to start work soon, but I'll do my little recap and then I'll get started on work. So it's been a couple of hours. I basically made my matcha and then I was like, I got a way later start to the day. I need to check work stuff like now. So I went ahead and did that. It is now like 12:45, 1 o'clock or something. I've actually had the KU men's basketball game on. They are winning, thank goodness, because they're facing an unranked opponent. But with KU, you never know. I checked work stuff. I feel good about that. I just ate a banana. I'm starving. I need to like eat some food, but I wanted to just quickly have a bite and update you guys first. I woke up this morning at like 5 a.m. Not really like awake, but not fully tired either. And it was like late enough that I was like, am I gonna like stay up at 5 a.m.? Like my brain, it was turning. It was like, it was awake. And I was like, oh no. So I fell back asleep for like, well, I woke up at 4 because or 5. I woke up at 5 because I had to pee. Very upset about it. I did that. But then like an hour later, I woke up again and I was like, do I have to pee? Like I was shocked, but also mad. I did. Yeah, I did. So that was frustrating. And then like I hit the point where like, I know I'm not alone in this. So it's like if you wake up super early and then like you're up for a little bit, you get this like exhaustion that just hits you like a brick wall. And like you could take a 3-hour nap. Despite the fact that you may have slept for like 7 hours, but because you woke up so early, like you will hit that. That's what I did. So I went back to sleep by like 6:30. I was like, even to sleep for like an hour and a half, get up at 8, I don't know. I woke up at like 9:30. I was like, oh. I mean, I guess you needed sleep, but that kind of threw like a wrench in my mental plans. I have no time commitments today, but I was like, oh, I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna do work stuff, I'm gonna read, it's gonna be great, I'm gonna have all day. And then I was like, oh, you're starting your day now pretty much at 10 a.m. So yeah. So I got out of bed at like 10:30 and I took a shower. I had to wash my hair. It was just driving me absolutely insane. And I shaved my legs for the first time in what felt like 10 years. So that was just amazing. Like I just really needed that self-care moment. But then I got to work and now I'm at a stopping point. I'm like, well, I do need to do a lot of reading today. So I need to get started on that like 3 hours ago. I want to talk about last night though. So last night I went to Dana's and she hosted pretty much, it's like, it was a winter solstice, like Feyre Akatar inspired like theme to it. It was like secret cereal, I believe. Suriel. And that was like kind of like our Secret Santa gift exchange. And so we just like used one of those sites. We used Elfster. If you've never used it, it's just like you can put your list on there of anything and everything that you are interested in, you like you can put links to things or just kind of like vague, like someone's like, I like candles, you know, like you can put that. And so you're all in this group and then it automated like picking people for each other. And that way, like Dana's hosting, but that way Dana doesn't have to like, you know, put it all together herself. And then like there's no surprise for her. Like she knows who everyone got because she would have been the manual one doing that. So it's a great site to use. I love that for anyone and everyone. We use that for my book club as well. But so everyone did that and we just like sat around and God bless, my anxiety self could not have handled this, but like we did it to where someone started off and they like picked up the package that they brought and then like said who they got and like gave it to the person. So it wasn't like sitting there like, okay, everyone pick who, you know, like your own gift, and then like you're sitting there like, I think this person got me, and it's just like that stresses me out beyond belief. So I love the way like it's one of those like illogical like anxiety things. So I love the way that like we've done it at book club and then doing it at Dana's. I don't remember I think I talked with you about it when I wrapped my gift, but I don't remember the budget. I think it was like $25, $35 because like some hardcovers are like $30. So if you only put like a $20 limit, but like the one book that someone really wants is $30. You know what I mean? So I thought it was like reasonable, and so I was able to get like the book and like some other things on there. Some people just gave books, some people gave like I did, like where it's like you got like another like item. So it was really cool. Some people got one, some people got two, just depended on like each person and like what books they were getting, because every book is priced differently and all of that fun stuff. But it was cool because like everyone I feel like is creative in their own ways, and I just really liked it. And like obviously then being introduced to like 4 or 5 new people as well, like it's just like a good wholesome group. It was so fun. So the 2 books that I got, and so like these I now have to remove from my Amazon wish list. And I fear that someone easily could have gotten them for me, like between other Christmas people. So we'll see. But I got The Serpent and the Wings of Night. Very excited for this one because so many of my friends absolutely love it. The entire table was like, God bless America. And I was like, okay. But I know that a couple of people I know and like have like follow more on like Instagram and like just the online community don't like this, and so I'm like really nervous, and I'm glad that I only have the first book and I didn't like buy the series or something. So this was a highly anticipated like book for me to get. I'm glad I got that one. And then the other one I picked up, nope, the other one I was gifted is Heart of the Raven Prince. This has been on my list for over a year. Sarah Caroli read this, I think last year, and like really loved it. And it was like, this is just such a fun, unique, like easy read. Like I just had such a great time, and like I wanted to read it ever since she talked about it. It is gorgeous. It's a very fairy tale retelling, a Cinderella retelling. And I'm excited to like finally pick this one up. It's just gorgeous. A playboy prince in want of a decoy bride, and a servant girl desperate for a disguise. Yeah. So those are the 2 books that I got. Now, for today, I need to read Fourth Wing, not like the entirety. I need to read Fourth Wing, and then I want to continue on with Hurricane Wars. So I think I'm going to do Fourth Wing first, because I need to read like about like 120 pages. 60's the minimum. But I would love to do yesterday's goal with that as well as today. I didn't do any reading yesterday, so I want to do that. But I also want to be reading Hurricane Wars. And for the Patreon video of random number generator thing, I think I got 207 pages that need to be read today. So if I read 120 Fourth Wing and the rest in Hurricane Wars, like that'd be good progress. So that's what we're going to do. I'm excited to reread Fourth Wing. Like, excited to get back into it. And I feel like the reread is going to be very easy because like I already have a big understanding of what's happened and what's going on, so it's just kind of like reminding myself of those things. But Hurricane Wars, I've really liked the first 30 pages. I think I talked with you guys about it, but I really like the first 30 pages of just like getting into the book. So I'm curious to see like how the rest goes, because people were talking about it last night and like hearing the different opinions on it. I'm like, like, I mean, I can't really have an opinion on it because I've only read like 3 chapters, but I'm interested. I'm very interested. Okay, that's my haul. That's my little update of yesterday. It was just so fun to like just be girls. We played a fun like board game. I feel like anyone that was there with me last night and watching this clip, they're like, babes, you were anxious. I was a new game, and it was like a little complex in the beginning, but cool concept of just kind of being able to see how people interpret things differently. It was like one of those games where yeah, like people can just have like different thought processes or just different like viewpoints on something. And say viewpoints, not that deep, but like people can just have like a different idea of the same like object or the same thing, and it's just cool to see that. So it's a fun game. Now I'm gonna get to reading and make sure nothing else from work is necessary right now, and I could just take a little break, do some reading, eat some food, and then check back in on stuff later. Whew. Oh my gosh, wait, before I go, because I think I'd mentioned it yesterday with one of my work tasks. I was like, I really need to get something, and I just couldn't get it. It was gonna be hard. I understood that, but like I was still very bummed about it. I got it today. By some miracle, but I got it. So very happy about that. It was just one of those like I can do hard things. I can do hard things. So, okay, that was my little pat myself on the back moment. Oh, and last night I gave Riley her gifts. She really liked them. So that was amazing. I mean, I feel like she was definitely like, why did you give me more than one thing? And I was like, I didn't have a choice. Like, I didn't have a choice. But I feel like everything just made sense. Everything made sense. So it was nice to be able to like give a gift to someone and actually watch them open it. I have watched my mom open like most of her gifts from me so far. So yay. But I feel like when you can like, I don't know, be with someone in those moments, it can be good. It can just, I don't know, just like feel good. So like this Christmas is obviously gonna be very different because the rest of the gifts I'm giving people, like they will just open on their own terms, you know, like I won't be with anyone on Christmas Day. So it'll be very much unconventional Christmas for me, but it was nice to like be able to gift her something and see that she liked it. But yeah, okay, that is all my update. I'm gonna get to reading. It has been a little bit. It's now, I think, 3:45 or so. I've seriously just been sat on the couch binging Fourth Wing. So I've been reading on my Kindle, but I just pulled out the physical book to figure out how many pages I'm at. Like, you know, Kindle book versus physical. It's just like a little different. But I'm on chapter 12, which is page 143. So I've reached my 120 like goal for this, but I'm really into it, so I'm thinking I just want to continue on with this book right now. I think I said it over here, but I have 207 pages to read for Patreon today. So we are honestly, like, I say nearly there, because the last 143 pages I've like been flying through. So I just want to like keep reading, but I have basketball on the background. I have my beautiful tree just like lit up and gorgeous. So yeah, that's what I've been doing, what I want to continue to do. So I've eaten some random food. I've been hanging out. Pretty much it. So I'm gonna continue doing that. I don't really have much to update you guys on. I mean, the reread, this is good. This is my first time rereading a fantasy book because the only rereads I've done is Emily Henry. Otherwise, because there's just so many books out there that I haven't read yet, I'm like, why am I going to reread a book when I have so many other books to read for the first time? Like, so that's kind of where I'm at right now. So Fourth Wing reread has been really good. It's been easy to like fly through it because I already know things going on and I'm not like learning things for the first time. So that's huge. Like Iron Flame, I'm sure will be quite different when I vaguely remember the first 100 pages, but I don't remember a whole lot. So I'm curious how like that reread is gonna go. And then obviously I'll be reading the rest for the first time. So I'm sure it'll take like a little longer. But yeah, really enjoying. And that's all I have for now. I've just been sitting in one spot and reading for a few hours. Okay, I want to have like the cozy lighting vibes, but it's so hard to then figure out my camera settings. So I wonder if now I can actually sit with the tree and at least the background. Like, it's just cute, it's cozy. I have a reading update for you guys. I'm like 50% of the way through this. Like, I've been binging it the last few hours, and I don't know how long I've been reading, honestly, maybe. No, I have no idea. I don't know when I started, but I'm now at the 50% mark. I'm on chapter 22, page 263. So I'm really enjoying this reread. Like, I'm flying through it, and I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. It's hard because I don't want to talk about spoilers here. You know, I don't know who's read it, and if you're wanting to read it before Onyx Storm, like, well, this in the next book, then, you know, I don't want to ruin it for you at this point. You've made it this far. So I was talking to my Patreon video, and I was like saying things. I was like, this isn't gonna be a spoiler video either. So like I'm at the point, and like I would just kind of say, like, without context, like, you don't know anything that's happened. You just know, like, oh, that's like, if you know, you know, and if you don't, you don't. So what I just said to them was, we have just been introduced, like, officially to Liam. Like, he's been in the last chapter, I believe. It's, like, their chapters are actually pretty long, so I think it was in the last chapter that he was, like, formally introduced. His name has been, like, brought up before. So I feel like his introduction, like, then you know everything else going on at that point in the book. So yeah, been introduced to Liam. And now I'm hungry and I want to make dinner and take a little break of reading. Probably just watch a YouTube video while I eat. And then I'm thinking about getting into bed and like just cozying up and reading for the rest of the night. I don't know like how long I'll read, but I do have one work thing to do, but that will be in like 2 hours, we'll see. And I will try my best, and then that is what it is. So I already did my main task of the night that I knew I had at work. I could do it anytime after 4, and I was like, check, done, 4:15. So that's done, but now I just have one other thing. So figures now's a good time to make some food, eat, get cozy in my room, and then have my laptop in there for when the time comes. I don't know what I want for dinner, but I'm sure I'll, I don't know, have some sort of time lapse for you guys at some point. I don't know if it's cooking, eating. I really want some hot cocoa tonight as well. I mean, it's only 6:30. Like, we have a few hours in us, you know? Okay, please don't fall over. Wow, it's 11:15. So I just finished Fourth Wing. Like, I was doing my work stuff on my laptop and I was listening to it, and then like occasionally I was like picking up the Kindle like as I was like waiting for stuff, which I was successful in my work task. I was so happy. But I was like picking this up, reading, like checking on it, okay, going back to reading, like, and at some point I saw that I had, I don't know, not that long. Like maybe like, and okay, I think when I knew that I was gonna have like an hour and a half left or something, I was like, I don't know, it's like kind of late. Like, I'm not like super tired right now, but like an hour and a half is like a big commitment. Like, she'll probably find a stopping point and then like finish it tomorrow. And then all of a sudden I had an hour left. I was like, no, like an hour's an hour. Like, that's like a big commitment. And all of a sudden I had 30 minutes left, and I was like, well, at this point, I know you're gonna finish the book. And so I got done my work thing, and I just sat back, had my Kindle up, and you guys, I just read this book in an entire day. Now, granted, it was a reread, so I already knew what happened. So if I miss small details on this, like, I don't feel like I did, because I read this, like, it was just like a reminder. It was the perfect reminder, because when I first read this, I felt like I absorbed everything at the time, but I just need to, like, remember those things, and that's what this reread, like, definitely did. So I already have, where is it? I already have Iron Flame sitting here, just ready for me to click it. I'm not doing that right this second, but yeah, yeah. We have that journey to endeavor. Um, that reread was so good. Like, it's a good book. I'm sorry if you didn't like it. I feel like that is so overhyped or whatever, but like, I enjoyed it, and I enjoyed it again the second time around. Like, I'm just so interested in how this series is gonna go because I think there's like 5 books planned. And something I did really enjoy about the beginning of Iron Flame is like in the first 100 pages I read, like it was very plot heavy, very um like the political side of fantasy books. Like it was not romance heavy. So, well, sorry, I saw that like go out of focus. So like I like that because I like that like intrigue that I was like, okay, what? Based on like how this ends and like everything that's revealed to us, and we're like, oh boy, like what is next? And I feel like the beginning was really showing us that side, and I really enjoy, like I remember liking that. So I'm excited to dive back into Iron Flame, reread those, and then like just see where it goes from there. Yeah, yeah. I would say this was a very successful week in the reading department. Kind of surprising, like when I'm like traveling and everything, I just like never know how that's gonna go. But traveled back here on Wednesday, and since Wednesday I have just been reading. So what is it, Tuesday that I finished A Promise of Peridot, second book in the Sacred Stones trilogy. Very excited to continue that and finish that. I need to check on, I think I have, like I don't have it, but I put on hold the ebook for A Reign of Rose. So the audiobook comes in about 4 weeks and the ebook comes in about 5. So hopefully I can start out the year and finish that. And then as far as the next one, I read A Temptation of Magic. Very excited about that. I am very excited about that. Like, sad because the first book just came out, and so now I have to wait like probably a year before the next one does. So like that kind of sucks, but it'll be worth it. Highly recommend. I'm definitely tired. And then we read The Night Hunt by Alexandra Christo. A good, I don't know if palate cleanser is the right word because like it was not a light book, but it was not like heavy depth, which is good, which I wanted. But perfect YA fantasy romance thing. YA fantasy, very small subplot of romance, but it's there and it's exactly what you need to keep going with like someone that really enjoys the romance in a book like that. Like it was perfect. And then we just read the entirety of Fourth Wing. Yeah. So I do plan on filming another weekly vlog week of Christmas. I mean, why not? I'm just gonna be here. So I'm gonna be finishing the Hurricane Wars, and then I'm gonna pick up 13th Child. Those are the 2 books that are on my immediate radar because I have them both checked out from the library. Like I have the ebook and audio. Well, I have the ebook checked out from the library on the Hurricane Wars, and I also just have the audiobook, and then I have the audiobook for the 13th Child, and I have the physical copy to read alongside. So those are the 2 books that you can expect in the next weekly vlog, and then whatever else I may read. Hopefully, my goal is to finish those 2. I don't want to put pressure on myself to read more than that, but at the rate it's going, guys, 3 to 4 books a week? Are you kidding me? It's wild. Yeah. Okay. Thank you guys so much for watching another weekly reading vlog. With that, I will see you in my next one.